Hello and welcome. I'm Brian Caplen, editor of The Banker. We're at the annual meetings of the IMF in Washington, and with me is Rajnish Kumar, the chairman of the State Bank of India. Chairman, welcome. And let me hear a little bit about the Indian banking sector. Now, the state banks in India have been having a very difficult time, but State Bank of India has actually produced the highest profits amongst the state banks, about 75 million, if I'm correct, dollars. What is it you're doing to get into that position?
A lot of action. One is the State Bank of India. We have some inherent advantages in terms of the size, the diversity of the portfolio, access to cheaper cost of funds. So there are many advantages, and the focus of the bank has been to improve its what we call pre-provision operating profit. That is something where the effort of the management, the board, and the employees gets reflected.
All right, but I mean, it must presumably involve cutting costs and working more efficiently and rationally.
Everything. Keeping your costs down, whether they are the funding cost or the operational cost, HR cost, and improve the earnings, whether through better pricing of the loan and assets and more focus on the other income. So that matrix is very clear.
And do you think the worst is behind you and much better times are ahead? Or?
I have avoided using this term because media then holds me accountable. And I don't want to be, because it's very difficult to look in the future. Yes. But as I said, that state bank's effort has been to improve our core pre-provision operating profit, and then the success on keeping the credit costs under control. So we have no problem.
The other place where you have improved is reducing your non-performing loans by about 23%, which is a big drop. So how have you managed to do that?
The fresh slippages we have been able to keep under control despite the environment being, I would say, a bit challenging. And many new initiatives have been taken within the bank to improve the quality of risk management, particularly around the credit risk management, early warning signals, using technology in a big way. For a complex organization like ours, it is not one action, it is a series of action. Some of them give you quick results, some of them will give results in medium and long-term period.
Okay. Now, last time we spoke, you told me that you were very keen that your employees had a good work-life balance.
Yes.
And you thought it led to better outcomes. So tell me how that's going. I mean, have you managed to convince people to work a bit less and more effectively and have a better life?
We are monitoring the situation, and we have been able to put down that message across our team leaders, managements, and the employees. And the overall morale, the feedback which I am getting, it is much better, and that is a very good sign for the bank. And if not 100% successful, but still I think we have got some good success on this front.
People have to work differently in banks, don't they, as you become more and more digital. So tell me a little bit about how you're transforming digitally State Bank of India.
Digital, it is a big agenda for us, and the State Bank of India now is considered to be a leader as far as the digital is concerned. And what comes as some sort of a little bit of surprise to the people who watch this space, that despite being a legacy bank and despite being government ownership, but you can still lead from the front even in the digital area. So we have a specific plan how we are doing it, what we are doing it. The consumer facing application, right, which is very well accepted now, and almost we are registering over 50,000 new registered users every day.
Every day?
Every day. We have used digitization in a big way in pre-approval of loans in many segments. Pre-approved personal loans are very popular, very successful. We are using advanced data analytics to identify the people to whom we can give this loan, and luckily the model is working very well. Now we are moving ahead in the direction of pre-approved business loans, pre-approved agricultural loans. So I think the norm going forward is that we use our digital capability and data analytics in a big way
So it makes
for
your
the
lending operation more effective.
more effective, and the delinquencies are lower. It's an efficient way of lending, and particularly on the smaller loans, whether they are in P segment or they are in business segment. I think that is the way forward.
Clearly, this is the challenge for banks now, isn't it? To use the data they have or they're collecting in an effective way to sell products better. Are you managing to make some progress in that direction?
The analytics which bank currently is using, it is using it very efficiently to generate leads based on the propensity model, where it's not that just you generate a large number of lead and my people run around. We are giving them the leads which we believe, or rather to say we believe, rather the system believes that these are the leads which can be converted into business, and that's why the conversion rate, it has improved dramatically after we have started using these propensity models.
Chairman, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts and ideas with us, and have a great IMF conference.
Thank you so much.